All right, let's go. We're live. Let's go. Celtics. Game 1. Boom. Let's go. Celtics take down the Bucks. 112 to 90. 112 to 90. Have no fear. Celtics are here. Playoff Celtics. Let's go. That was awesome. That was just... that makes me, because I know you guys in this stream, that you guys have been here before. I've said that the Celtics are going to have a tough time with the Bucks. That was the opposite of having a tough time with any team. That was, where was the competition, Milwaukee? Where was the competition at, huh? Nowhere. Nowhere to be found. That was sweet. That was sweet. And because Al Horford did his thing, he was the second leading scorer there. I think I got to fix Kyrie's stats here. It says 16. Because Al Horford was the leading scorer besides Kyrie Irving, I guess second leading scorer, however you want to say it, we have a special promo going on the site right now. Al Horford shirt, this aggressive Al t-shirt, yeah, $10 on the site right now. $10 for the aggressive Al t-shirt, but that was an awesome win. That was kind of just put the myths to bed that, hey, the Celtics, they struggled against Indiana, but they were able to, they're able to come out of nowhere and kind of beat Indiana because Indiana stunk. No, that wasn't the case here. They just played the best team in the East and mopped the floor with them, really. Was that a 22-point win? A 22-point win over the best team in the East. Man, oh man, let's go. Doesn't that make you feel good? I'll be totally honest. The Indiana series didn't exactly get me going. It did not get my juices going at all. It didn't. I'll be honest. The Indiana series did not make me feel like, okay, here we go. We got this. It didn't. This game, on the other hand, this game just made me believe all over again that this team has a chance to go all the way. Yes, got $10 t-shirt. I'll be saying that multiple times in the episode because I'm not publishing that info anywhere else. It's literally just for the stream. The price is $10 on the site, GuyBostonSports.com/store. $10. It's already marked down. I think it's a $20 shirt usually, but we had it marked down. And again, I'm not putting this anywhere else. It's not going to be a tweet. It's not going to be a promo code. No, it's just simply enough. $10 on the store for the aggressive Al t-shirt. And it was, and rightfully so. Kyrie Irving, we want 26 out of him, but Al Horford, 20 points, 11 boards. Yeah, I figured he was the one to do the little the promo for. So let's go. But what was I saying? Yeah, the Indiana series didn't really get my juices flowing. Love to see that they swept it. I love to see that they swept them. But I still think that they just were a better team than Indiana. I'm not convinced of that yet against Milwaukee. But to see them just, almost slap that in my face, being like, hey, man, yeah, we are better than Milwaukee. Fuck yeah. That was awesome. Gordon Hayward looked good. Al Horford looked good. What else are you gonna ask for? Terry Rozier, the guy that's supposed to be key off the bench in terms of scoring, 11 points from him on 4 of 8 shooting, 2 of 5 from 3. So, but damn, that was the Celtics team we'd all been waiting for, and it's only game 1. I do think we have to kind of, pump the brakes, right? Screw it, don't pump the brakes. Who am I kidding? Who the hell am I kidding? Why are we pumping the brakes here? Hell yeah, let's go. Celtics all the way. I don't need to pump the brakes. Screw that. Tommy's in here saying re-sign Brad Stevens. Now, if you guys aren't privy to that knowledge, Tommy has been wanting to fire Brad Stevens all season long. Goes and beats the Bucks. Then you know what? Hey, Tommy puts his hand up. All right, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Brad Stevens has it. Let's see. Ghazi says that was fun. Kyrie, Al, Gordon, Jalen. Look at that as you're going down the list. Other than Jason Tatum, we'll get into him because, to be honest, the one negative of that is that, Jason Tatum stunk. He was nowhere to be found. That's his weak point when he just disappears. But forget that for a second. Screw it. Forget it for a second. The fact that just all these guys, all these things that were supposed to happen just happened against the Bucks, let's go. Kyrie Irving was 12 of 21 from the field. That's, perfect in my mind. You know what I mean? And he can shoot more than that. I don't even care. He can shoot more if he wants. But 21 shots from him, making over 50% of those, perfect in my mind. Awesome game. Jay Caesar's in here saying that was awesome teamwork, beautiful teamwork. Sorry, not to use your the words there. Beautiful teamwork. It was like Marcus Morris was looking like Steve Nash out there. He was giving no look passes and just creating offense. It was like that was an entirely different team. We've seen them play really well this year. We have. And I've come on here and I'd be like, all right, I'm sorry I shit on this team sometimes. No, that was a way different game. That wasn't just like them routing a team. They've done that. They've done that before too. They've played really well before, but that was a different type of basketball we just saw. Everyone was getting theirs. Again, not Tatum. We can get into it. But that was like, no one was like, all right, I got to take this shot. Even Terry Rozier, very smart from the field. You know, Gordon Hayward looking so under control. And maybe we'll get into, I don't know if you guys tuned into the halftime show, but we'll get into Gordon Hayward and what I think of him, because I do think he's going to be a star, just not the same star he was. Let's see if more people are in here now. Yeah, again, this t-shirt's $10 right now. Let's see if I can give you a good look at it. I'm modeling it phenomenally, I know. But $10 on the store, GuyBostonSports.com/store. It's only going to be probably until this evening, I guess. And again, I'm only telling you guys that on the stream. It's not going to be anywhere else, which I think is pretty cool. So if you're watching the stream, you know that it's $10. If you're not, you have to just be randomly browsing the store and find it. Let's see. Killcoin says it wasn't a question in the second half. You know how exactly. You know how we were in there in the live stream at halftime saying, like, we can't have them collapse like they did at the end of half, because that's not going to work. That's not what we're looking for. Didn't happen whatsoever. No, the Celtics just went box to wire. Not really, but box to wire in the second half. And that's what we like, because Milwaukee's supposedly the best team in the conference. Giannis is supposed to be the most unstoppable player. I'll take a Giannis 22-point game any day of the week. Any day of the week. Giannis was at minus 24 plus minus tonight. Minus 24. 7 of 21 from the field. Somehow he hit 3 of 5 threes. I don't understand that shit, but so, I mean, that's 9 points he couldn't have had. He might not have had. It was crazy. I mean, he's going to be a problem this series. I'm not saying we're going to shut down Giannis every game. But for game 1 to kind of punch them in the mouth, yeah, I think we can all take that. Let's see. Nick writes a clown. Totally agree. Yeah, they were trapping Kyrie, pick and pop with Al and Jalen. There was just so many open looks tonight. It felt great. Even when they were just shooting so many threes, it was like, I didn't even mind it, because it's like, yeah, I mean, you're shooting a shitload of threes. If you guys have frequented the stream, you know that I want them to get to the hoop, but, like, you're not even going to cover them. And to be honest, I don't even know if they shot, like, a crazy amount of threes. I would say no. I would say they didn't shoot a crazy amount of threes. I just know they shot pretty well from 3. But either way you want to look at it, it's like, the way that basketball was being played in that game was so much different than some of these other games we've seen. That was better basketball than any of the Pacers games, and they won the Pacers games, swept the Pacers. You know what I mean? Like, not saying they're going to sweep the Bucks. I don't know, but the Celtics stunk on the road last year. I think they had 1 playoff win on the road last year. They already have 3 this year, and one of them being against a team that's supposedly way better than them. Let's go. Famous Taj saying, if we win the next game, it's over. I mean, that would be massive. I don't want to say over. I'm not going to go that far. I almost want to, though. You have me on like a string. Like, I almost want to just make that claim, because anything I say here on video, it's awesome when I can just tweet out like, hey, I said this. It's proof. I'm not going to say over, though, but how massive would that be? How massive would taking the first 2 games in Milwaukee be? Massive. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Ryan's picking up the shirt right now. All right. Yeah, again, it's a $10 shirt. It's not going to be for long. Like, this is just it's really just a spur of the moment deal that we're doing, you know. Like, and again, I'll be fully transparent with the sales and stuff like that. When we do like a $10 shirt, I'm not making any profit off it. This is literally solely to get you guys Al Horford merch. You know, it's such a low price that there's no real money going into my pocket over those shirts. So yeah, I mean, pick up a shirt if you want. It's $10. Horford player of the game, Poke's got a poke, says that, yeah, I mean, that's why we're doing the shirt promo. $10 shirt for Al Horford, because he was a player of the game. Kyrie Irving was the player of the game, but we know he's going to go get his 26, right? Kyrie Irving's going to go get his 26, but Al Horford played 32 minutes and had 20 points, 11 boards, and how many times did he block Giannis? 1 million? 2 on 1 play. We tweeted that out from the Guy Boston account. Horford was massive. People on the radio, I was listening to sports radio in Boston, and they're shitting on him for like, oh yeah, you think Horford's gonna stop Giannis? Dude, Giannis, I mean, he kind of just stopped him. Like, Giannis 22 points is almost like stopping Giannis. Really is, and he hit 3 threes. Remember that. Giannis hit 3 threes. That's not typical. That is not his game. So he had 9 points that you shouldn't have even gotten. All right, here we go. Yeah, Jay Caesar says we just need the Rockets to win. That'd be awesome. That'd be fantastic. The Rockets go and beat Golden State. Yeah, totally. I do think that there's a chance too. People are riding Golden State right now. Like, there's some drama going on there. Not gonna say that they're gonna lose. Like, I don't know. They're clearly still the favorite, but the Rockets are nothing to mess with. Like, James Harden's having a phenomenal year. He's actually, I don't want to be tied to this statement, but he's actually trying on defense. We'll see. Jay Caesar says no more Jaylen Brown slander will be tolerated. I'm down with that. That's the Jaylen Brown saying, screw, in a good way, screw you, coach. You sat me during the year. I finally have my chance to start. It's playoff time, baby. Most important series. Let's go. And it probably is the most important series of his career. You know, this Bucks series is more important than their mishmash of a team playing the Cavs in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's debatable, but having your full cast and playing the best team in the East, it's a pretty important series for especially young guys like Brown and Tatum that, you know, yeah, they went on a playoff run last year, but didn't really mean much because it was all sort of gravy, you know, like, oh, we don't have our two best players. It's gravy that we're this far. Tommy saying Brad Stevens looked good. Killcoin jumps on it and says looked fantastic. Yeah, totally. I mean, Brad Stevens, and I said at halftime, I was like, when the Bucks started to come back, Brad Stevens just refused to call a timeout. I was getting kind of annoyed. It's all right. They took the dub. I don't need to focus on one timeout that wasn't called. Poke's got a poke, says Tatum didn't do well today. Yeah, I said that. It was... it stinks because that's what do we shit on Tatum for? Is like, oh, he just disappears in big games. Like I said, this is probably the biggest playoff game he's played in my mind, because again, how much did that playoff series last year against the Cavs or anything of that really matter? Like, they weren't even supposed to be there. So, but again, yeah, he didn't do well at all. And what are you gonna do though? Hopefully, that's just one game. That's one game, and I'm really hoping he kind of turns it around. I don't want to crap on him too much because he did just disappear. Like, it's so easy to say, but we'll see. Again, guys, I don't know if I'm missing your comments. Sorry, I haven't figured out my Periscope or anything yet. I'm still reading your comments on my phone, and let's watch this. They go away after a few seconds, so I'm constantly scrolling and trying to find it. So because I'm doing so much work, let's smash the hearts on this because you guys are usually good with that. You know, I'm trying my best here to get to everyone's comment. We have a shitload of them too. I'm gonna skip ahead, so if I miss some of these, feel free to ask it again. Let's see. Blue Devil says if Baines is out, that's a big loss going forward. It totally is. You could tell too he was pissed. Luckily, he walked off under his own, you know, discretion, and he rolled his ankle. All right, can mean multiple different things. Did he sprain it? Did he just roll it? Is he okay? Luckily, he's not like the quickest player in the world. So like putting a big old ankle brace on Aaron Baines, if it's good enough to go, like, it's not the worst thing in the world. Like, imagine if that was Kyrie and it's like, oh shit, I gotta play with this lumbering ankle brace. No, like, you put a big ankle brace on Aaron Baines. I'm not saying the injury's good, but like, if I were to pick one guy to be like, all right, he's gonna roll his ankle, if he's a Celtic, he's gonna roll his ankle, who do I want it to be? I'd probably say Aaron Baines. Like, let him roll his ankle if it's a roll. I don't want it to be a sprain or a strain or a high ankle sprain or anything like that. But if it's sprained ankle, if it's a rolled ankle, I mean, not terrible. Yeah, Scott, you're saying it's not over if they go up 2-0. Yeah, I don't want to say it's over either, just because like they love blowing leads in games, and also Milwaukee's good. Like, I get it. The Celtics just spanked Milwaukee, but we're crazy to be like, oh no, this team's not as good as we thought. No. Just the Celtics are playing better than they have, and then maybe than we thought. The Bucks are still a damn good team. And Giannis is not going to be held to 22 points a night this series with a minus 24 plus minus. It's not going to happen. The Celtics are going to have to battle in the series because Giannis is not going to do that every single night. The Celtics had a really good defensive game against him. I get it. But how about this? Brook Lopez stunk. Eric Bledsoe stunk. You know, they had no one play really well. It's going to happen at points. Chris Middleton played well. I think he had a double-double. But, you know, in the long run, this Milwaukee team is going to show why they're the number one seed. So let's not just forget about that. We can't just get too high off this win. It's awesome that they got the win. It's certainly better than getting blown out in a loss. But let's try and remember that this is still going to be a team that one, has been inconsistent all year, and two, they're playing a very good team. Like, credit to the Bucks for being this good. Mike Budenholzer, really good coach. Like, I'm not saying the Celtics won't do it, but it's not over yet. Not even close to being over yet. Let's see. Blue Devil says Brown needs to keep starting. I completely agree. Sean, President Palmer says, #fuck the Bucks. Is swearing allowed? Sure. Maybe we should put that on a t-shirt. We do. Let me know if you think we should. I wanted to do the shirt before the series, but we still might be able to do it during the series. It's going to be a green shirt just with white text that says "Hunting Season" with SZN, because they're playing against an animal that can be hunted. Let's see. HJ says the Celtics earned your respect this afternoon. Totally. Again, that's a way different game than we've seen all year because we've seen them, Kyrie goes off or Tatum goes off or Hayward goes off and they beat a good team. That was such team basketball. Marcus Morris was making passes, no-look passes. Kyrie Irving dishing the rock exceptionally well. He had 9 assists before I looked up and oh shit, he has 9 assists. It's crazy. Let's see. Alige is from Gambia watching. Not even gonna lie, I don't know where that is, but thanks for watching. Holy shit. Swangy, you can't see anyone else's comments. I don't know what that is for, why you can't. We're getting a lot of comments, though. Let's see. The shirt was ordered. Let's go, Ryan. Ryan ordered his first shirt. Or not first shirt, but Ryan ordered the $10 shirt. You got a whole wardrobe now, man. He's going to have one for every day of the week. Let's see. Tyler Smith, what's the next move if the Bucks figure out how to cover Kyrie Horford in the pick and pop? I mean, that's the thing about the pick and pop. You have 2 options. Like, if they do figure out how to play it, then Kyrie's then going to get a big man switched onto him, and he'll go by him. But I think that was just what was working well today. But I don't think that's, you take that away, and that's a small piece of the puzzle right now because Jaylen Brown was playing exceptionally well. Gordon Hayward was phenomenal. He's not necessarily the pick and pop guy. No, Gordon Hayward gets a guy right on his hip off a screen, and then it's it's because he's shielding that guy that's trailing, and you can't go under the screen on Hayward or he's going to shoot it on you. So because that guy's trailing on his hip, he kind of shields him off, right? He shields him off, and then it's a 2-on-1 almost with the big man. He either plays Hayward and Hayward can lob it up to Horford, or the guy keeps Horford and Hayward does that little floater. So I'm not too concerned if they figure out the one facet of the game that really worked for them, because I think there's so many ways around. If they stop the pick and pop, it's not just like Kyrie Irving or Al Horford are only good at those 2 things. Does that make sense? So yes, it'll might be a little bit harder. Oh, let's go, guys. Thank you very much. What do we got here? Jay Caesars with a super heart. Okay with a super heart. Jeez, Okay's fueling me. He's keeping food on my table right now. Orders a shirt, super hard out here. Let's go. The Baines thing is really important. Yeah, totally, Jay Caesar. It depends on what the injury is. Like I said, if it's a rolled ankle, I think it's fine because he's one guy that I think can play on a rolled ankle. If it's a big sprain or something like that, that's like when the Celtics lost Perk in 2010. It's a big deal because not that Baines is the most skilled player. He is that big body. We saw Giannis try to go through him a couple times and it just didn't work. Aaron Baines was pretty crucial to why Giannis had a bad game. Let's see. Gaia Algie says, we can only win this series with defense. Giannis will come prepared on Tuesday. I know. It's like I said, Giannis is not going to have another bad game. And this was a bad game. You'd look at it being like 22-8. Not terrible. No, that was bad. He also shot 50% from the line. That was bad. And I keep going back to the 3-pointers. He had 3 threes that he usually doesn't make. That's 9 points. Maybe give him credit for 1. That's 6 points that he shouldn't have had. All right. Hey. This is a sneak peek to the people in the stream. If they do win this series, oh man, this is behind the scenes stuff. I'm probably jinxing. I gotta knock on some wood. If they do win this series, we did it for the Yankees last year too. We have a shirt coming out saying you wanted Boston, and then in green it says you got Boston. So stay on the lookout for that. We have some awesome shirts dropping and just the mix. Our Bruins stuff is getting up there too. Not to toot our own horn for me and the staff at Guy Boston Sports. So we got some heat coming. Geez. So Gaye, I don't even know if I'm saying your name correctly. Gambia is in West Africa. So we got someone from West Africa tuning in right now. Let's go. It's the smallest country in the mainland Africa. That's crazy. That is crazy for me to be sitting here and streaming, talking Celtics with someone from West Africa. Why? That literally blows my mind. I don't think I'm smart enough to comprehend how that happens. But thank you, man, for tuning in. That's awesome. Tyler Smith said Baines, or you're saying they said Baines is available to return to the game, so that's awesome. That's awesome. That's super. That's really good news to me. I didn't catch that. So Baines being able to return, probably he rolled his ankle, and again, he's the type of guy you can just slap a big ass ankle brace on. not to sound like I'm not, empathetic towards him hurting himself, but Aaron Baines with a bum ankle is not the worst thing in the world. It's not like a Kyrie Irving with a bum ankle. Let's see. Coach Moore saying 11 more defensive wins championships. Giannis is irrelevant. I don't know. I think he's a tough guy to defend. Wouldn't say irrelevant, but if they keep him irrelevant, they're gonna walk through this series. Giannis is a game changer. If they prevent him from changing the game, I mean, they're gonna cakewalk through this series. To be honest. Scott's loving all the T-shirt ideas right now. The hunting season and the You Wanted Boston. Yeah, that was one that we had. It was one of our best sellers, actually, probably ever in the 3 years of doing the site. The You Wanted Boston, You Got Boston. It's not available anymore, sadly, but that was very limited. We'll do it with that too. Like Al Horford, we have plenty of units of. But some of those really cool, unique designs we'll just do limited amounts of. Let's see. Yeah, Coach Moore saying just hit him in the mouth today. That's what they did. Taking game one is a big punch to the mouth. Think about it. Even if they lose next game, now it's 1-1. It's a way different sort of vibe that say the Celtics lose today and then win game two. It's a 1-1 series still. No. But winning that game one is a big punch in the mouth. Winning a game two, that's a left hand and then a right uppercut if they win game two. So let's see what we got. And yeah, Jay Caesar saying the Pats killed the draft too. Oh yeah, we got a good weekend right now. I mean, the Red Sox, I don't know if you guys are big Red Sox fans. Looks like they still got some issues, but either way, we are good, guys. We're gonna we'll stay on for just a couple more minutes. Make sure you are Swangy saying ankle brace Baines is greater than masked Kyrie. I love it. Oh man, totally ankle brace. I feel like Aaron Baines wears ankle braces already. I don't know, big ankle brace Baines. I love it. So all right, guys, make sure to smash the hearts as we're turning down here, because that was a great win. I'm trying to keep up with you guys with these comments too. Having to read this on my phone is, I don't even understand. It's so annoying. But Jay Caesar says, can't wait to hear all the media have a confused face tomorrow. No, they're gonna write it off to. It's gonna be so different how we're talking about it. The Celtics shut down Giannis, right? No, they're gonna be like, well, Giannis had a bad game, that's why they lost. Well, yeah, but why do you think he had a bad game? Oh, he just wasn't feeling good. It was Greek Easter or whatever their holiday is right now. There's gonna be excuses out the wazoo. But all right, guys, we are going to turn it off here. That was a great game. It's finally good to be back streaming. Jeez, it's like the Celtics barely play now because it's playoffs, and I'm not doing these. I was doing like 3 of these a week earlier in the year, and now it's like I gotta wait for a while. Let's see. Guy Algie says, Alaji, the Baines injury, apparently to these guys in here, everyone in here saying that it's not a very serious injury. I'm trusting the frequenters in the stream here. Apparently he was available to come back for the game. So yeah, that's some good news. But all right, guys, we'll talk to you next game. Let's go. Let's see when the next game would be, because I'm thinking it's Tuesday, right? Are they on a regular schedule now? If you know that it's Tuesday, let me know. But let's see if I can get it before you guys. Oh, I did. Tuesday. All right, guys, we'll see you next stream. Let's go. What a win.